Well, good morning. I am kind of mad at myself this morning, and that is to be expected with life. And this thing is hopefully going away soon. And I will explain a little bit about that after the introduction. If you guys enjoyed this introduction, I can guarantee you'll enjoy this upcoming video. Much better than we did yesterday. I'm feeling much better. I found out the hard way too that you put 3 tea bags in this. I'm assuming it would be like a, well, somewhere as it said 40 ounce. Oops, hang on, you guys can't see nothing. My bad. Right there where it says 40 ounce, right by my finger. I found out the hard way that if you put too much or too many tea bags in this, you'll make the tea super strong and it won't taste right, unfortunately. I'm going to show you guys how I go about making my tea, if there are those of you that seem to care. Okay, so what I do is I boil my water in the microwave, and then I bring it over to a sink. Perfect. Okay, we'll put that there. We'll come over here. Actually, I have a spoon. That's what I need. Because there's no way that this scooper thing... Hang on, you guys can't see nothing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You guys aren't able to see anything. So with that being said... And the gator just quit. It's been over 10 minutes. That's alright. It's going away anyhow, like I said. I'm kind of just winging it at this point. I'm going to call that good enough. We're going to take our tea bags. And this is how I make my morning tea. Then pull them off, throw them away. I guess that's what these are for, realistically. Okay, that is perfect. That is done. Pop that in the microwave. Gotta give credit to my mother. She taught me how to boil water efficiently. Oh, kind of got it a little full. But that's okay. We can always pour a little bit out. Oh, you know what? These are all the same size. Oh, well. Just start with a little bit. Actually, might be a little too much, but I don't know. I always like trying new things and getting creative. So, with that being said, we have this done. Okay, got that done. Perfecto. Okay, clean our mess up. Dump that and put that back. And you want to put these. Oh, yeah, I'll put them in here. I like putting them in there better. I don't know. Just, I'll figure something out eventually. I want to put stuff. And you guys are coming with me. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Did you guys sleep well last night? I know. I slept good last night. Kind of trying to balance you on the lugs here so you guys can see just what I'm doing. I need to plug this battery charger in on this John Deere. Battery charger, battery tender, you name it. Hey, it is what it is, okay? Call it as you will. I'm trying to figure out what I got going on here. I need this down here that decided it wanted to fall off. So both of our terminals are green on this. And the nice thing about this particular battery charger is it will tell me when I am hooked up backwards. I would like to be that kind of guy that gets it right the first time. But I am not that guy that gets it right the first time. I am that guy that gets it right the third or fourth time. Well, would you look at that? I got it right the first time. Would you look at that? I got it right the first time. So I might be able to get my four-wheeler out without moving the B. I could always push the B back by hand to get my four-wheeler out. But that is not... Well, I want to be ready worst case scenario for if I have to totally move the B. I don't want to be screwing around with a dead battery. So I just figured I'd come out here early, plug the charger in over there on the wall, and get the battery charging. So that way, worst case scenario, if I do have to move the B, it will start right up on its own. See, are we charging? Yeah, we're charging. Okay. We're good there. We kind of got a screwed up situation here, but we will get things straightened around eventually. So it's time to go to the farm and go do chores, and we'll just let this stuff here to do its own thing. That is still tore apart yet. I'm in no rush to get the thing back together. I need somebody down here, it's a welder, to weld a hole up on this. Right there. Okay. That is rusted through, so yeah. Until then, I can't do nothing more. But like I said, we'll get things under control. So it is 10 degrees out right now, and I feel we'll be okay in the pig pen because well, it is like, I'm gonna call that a 40 degrees. So what you do, you come in here and you crack a water, or just to make sure nothing's froze up, because if this is froze, then you have problems. We're not trying to look for problems. It's cold. I mean, I guess I could put that back together real quick. It would only take me like less than 10 minutes to put all these back in after yesterday's explosion between Dad and I, but yeah, it won't affect nothing because well, there's no window to roll up right now because of, I don't know, something that broke inside the track or something. I don't exactly know, but we'll get it fixed. So I guess my plans have changed. I'm gonna run home and unplug that bee because Dad done changed my mind. He was like, well, just take the door off and we can just haul it down to Ag Pro instead of taking the whole machine down just for a door. I mean, that would seem kind of silly, and I testify to that now that I actually think about it, because it's running this around without a door is just basically like the 825i John Deere Gators less a door. So we will unplug the John Deere, and I guess we can just, well, the four-wheeler needs unplugged though, so don't run my electric bill up. I mean, I guess I can just leave the bee plugged in because oh, the battery was weak anyhow when I went to go move it from being over on this side over here. I guess we can just unplug the four-wheeler, let it plugged in, but it looks like we're charged. So yeah, I can use the cord for other various activities, and things like that. But we'll just leave the bee plugged in. To my surprise, this side of the building holds heat relatively well. So yeah, that's what we got going. We're just gonna leave the bee plugged in, come out here and plug batteries in every so often, and tenders and everything, so that way we don't have any
Batteries that freeze and break, it comes springtime. I am one of those breeds of people that just overthink every little thing that goes wrong whatsoever. I mean, I can put this door back together real quick. Well, I can, yeah, button it up real quick anyhow, put the screws back in it, and away that we go. I got the screws in a can here. You can see them right there. And basically what got transpired into this was I didn't listen to Dad when he said don't roll the window down. I didn't listen and I rolled the window down. So with that being said, it's going to result in me we can just haul the door to AgPro, because I was just under the impression that just hauling the whole gator down there and letting them monkey fart around with it and then being out a vehicle, when I can just, you know, take the door down, run it without a driver door, still have the passenger door. It would just be like one of the older gators without, you know, doors and everything. At least I would have some kind of a heater. But with that being said, I had mouthed off to my father yesterday afternoon, and he told me I was fired. Well, you know, with that being said, I was like freaking out because I didn't know what to do for a job and all that, and gave him 5 hours. It happened around 1 o'clock, so I called him about 5 and told him I was sorry for what happened and everything else, and he's like, yeah, you can come back. But what transpired before that even was I didn't bet a barn, and basically he's like, well, you just need to learn to take your time with corn fodder, because I know it sucks, you just have to take your time with it. And so that is where we are at. He basically just got mad at me because all I do is just stand around all day and not do anything, and yeah, that's what transpired into the argument, more or less. But we're all good now. That's gonna get fixed, and we're gonna keep moving on. Now check that out. It is so cold out that everything that the snow is sticking to is looking like it has glitter on it almost. Check that out. Oh, so cool. Oh, let's see how our water situates. Look at the fence even. It's glistening with the morning cold. Okay, our water. I don't know why that one's not putting out as much water as this one. But as long as there is water, pigs will be happy. I think either our barn might be haunted, or we might have a bad fixture. Because I saw that light down yonder there come on when I was in here, and then I watched it go out. So I find that hard to believe that it is a bad light bulb. I think that it's just the fixture might be bad. Okay, good morning. Sure, I said that already. We need to plug this 4020 in. I don't have anywhere to set yous, but that is okay. You guys can see nothing, but... Or no, wait a minute. There we go. We fixed it. So we need to plug this 4020 in, so that way, well, Good luck with that. So that way we can activate the block heater, because that's how we do things around here, is we plug stuff in when it gets god awful cold out, and we just let the electric current from the building heat the block heater, let it heat the block up through the block heater on tractor. And we just let it sit for a little bit. You can see there, we got it all plugged in into the wall over there. What you can do to verify that this thing is working is you can pull the canvas back, and you can hear. Can you hear that? I can hear that. And that tells me that the thing is working. So what it does, this is the heater element, and I don't exactly know for sure how these things work, although I do know that they heat the water up. Not exactly sure if it's the water in the radiator, but all I know is it heats the water in the block. You can come back a couple hours later. I mean, this block is stone cold right now. You can come back in a couple, 2, 3 or 4 hours later, and you can put your hand on this engine block, and you can't leave your hand on that block for very long, because it'll heat the block up. Basically, what this gizmo gadget here does. So if this thing was away from an outlet source, that is where the ether can would come in handy. I watched a video previously that the gentleman was saying how if you give a diesel ether starting fluid, well, it becomes addicted. And I'm here to tell you that that is a complete lie. Yes, a diesel will get addicted to ether, but if you just sit there and you just, you know, hose the thing for like a good minute straight, chances of it becoming addicted to ether are very, very greater than if you just give it a little sniff when you start to turn the diesel over. Just like that Ford backhoe, we have to give it a sniff every so often if we need it. That is because it does not have a block heater on it. Okay, this has a block heater on it, so it's better off to utilize things like this rather than just hurting the diesel engine by giving it ether. Oh, it's a little cold out. We should be able to get some diesel fuel. No problem. We got gas the other day, so we're good. It absolutely irritates me when I hear somebody say, you know, I'm gonna go gas my dump truck up. Do you honestly think that dump trucks take gasoline? I know the older ones did. Like the old Chevy, well, just like our Chevy flatbed. Those take gasoline, but, you know, oh, I'm gonna go gas the tractor up, or I'm gonna go put gas in a combine or something like that. It's like, come on, you have no, oh dear, you have no common sense of what you are talking about, and that hose is a little stiff. But look at how the Snow is stood up on end just like a porcupine hairs. That's cool. One of the other things that we do when we put stuff in the shop, like a dump truck or things like that, is we throw wheel chalk in front of the tires because, well, it wasn't this truck necessarily, it was an older RD. That Bulldog, the hood was flipped open, the Bulldog was down to here. If you come over here and you look right here, you can see this is all kinda a little bent. Well, there was an older truck that was sitting over here, and that Bulldog on the older truck, I don't know what happened. If the driver forgot to set the park brake failed, I don't remember. I was only yay tall. All I remember is hearing stories of it, and I just wanted to make you guys more aware of it than I am. That to always set your park brakes and or put a wheel chock in front of the tire. If you have a shop that is slanted like this, the floor is to allow the water to run into the floor drain. Things happen. Door still functions, it just is a little broken. But lesson learned, always put wheel chocks on stuff if it's on an incline, because things happen. Like I said, I don't know if the driver forgot to set the park brake, if I don't know. There's a whole lot of variables, but that is why we just chalk truck tires and things like that, so that accidents do not happen. Ooh, is that block nice and warm? Ouch. It's almost too hot, actually. Ouch. That's hot. And just like that, that's how a block heater works on a diesel engine. So that way we can do the necessary outdoor activities. Thank everybody for watching. Stay warm and have a great day.